If this story touched your heart, please don't forget to like and subscribe to my story. Your support helps us continue sharing hidden tales of love and loss. Let's build a community where every broken heart finds a voice. Thank you for being part of this journey. She shared her heart, revealing that she kept it from me, fearing a moment of poor judgment might shatter the beautiful life we had built together. Oh, my heart! What's happening, my dear friends? Wishing everyone is wrapped in warmth and joy. Wishing that everyone is basking in joy and warmth. Once again, we find ourselves immersed in a tale waiting to unfold. My dear friends, I shall weave the link into the description, just as I always do. You all have seen the title, haven't you? Let's dive right in. Once upon a time, in the midst of joyous celebrations, my beloved wife found herself at a crossroads during her bachelorette party. My heart aches, and I find myself lost in a whirlwind of emotions. He stood there, a figure of quiet strength and mystery. My wife and I have shared 6 beautiful years together. Joined in a beautiful union for nearly 2 years. Last night, a dear friend of hers, with whom she had shared laughter and tears, revealed a secret that stirred the heart. It was about a night when my beloved, in a haze of merriment and spirits, crossed a boundary, a painful memory that lingered in the corridors of their past. Oh, my heart! At first, doubt clouded my heart, for their bond seemed fraught with tension. Yet, as fate would have it, another woman appeared, a beacon of truth, ready to validate her tale. Oh, my heart! The moment stretched before me, a delicate dance of anticipation and uncertainty, yet I found myself unable to hold back. The urge to speak with her surged within me, overpowering my resolve to pause and reflect. As she stepped through the door after a long day, I found the courage to speak my heart. In the beginning, she hesitated, her heart guarded, but as I gently persisted, the truth slipped from her lips like a whispered secret. She wept softly, her voice trembling as she spoke of a fleeting moment lost to the moment of clouded judgment, vowing it was a mistake she would never repeat, her words a cascade of regret and longing. I walked away. As the night unfolded, I found myself lost in thought, my heart heavy with uncertainty, pondering the path that lay ahead. My heart was woven with dreams of a future alongside her, only to be shattered by her broken trust. Today, our words have danced in silence, while her calls and messages have poured in like a gentle rain, each one a whisper of longing. Do you have any words of wisdom to share? Forgive me for any imperfections in my words. Allow me to take a moment to explore the whispers of the comments, for he has a new chapter to share. As we embark on this journey to the update, let us pause for a moment to savor the whispers of these comments that surround us. It was whispered that the most captivating aspect was the duration she kept this secret close to her heart. Can you believe it? He spoke of their journey, a beautiful tale of 6 years intertwined, with 2 of those years sealed in the sacred bond of marriage. So, wait a moment. Did she betray trust at her own celebration or at her friend's special gathering? In that moment, he confesses, truly, that was what filled me with the deepest fear. For 2 long years, she kept this secret locked away from my heart. I'm uncertain if that bond can ever be restored. I'm utterly taken by surprise. What other secrets could she be hiding from me? Could it truly have been just a fleeting moment? My thoughts wander through the shadows, where uncertainty lingers and whispers of doubt echo softly. It was whispered in the air, a suggestion that if the bonds of parenthood were absent, perhaps parting ways could be the sweetest escape. In the early days of their union, when love was still fresh and dreams were shared, shadows began to creep in. She found herself lost in the allure of fleeting moments, seeking solace in moments of sorrow, while the warmth of their bond faded into whispers of broken trust. Your youthfulness radiates, perhaps in your late 20s or early 30s. Don't linger in the hope of mending what has already been lost, for you may find that 2.5 years have slipped away, leading you back to the very same place you began. Her friends, who seemed to lack the spirit of companionship, could easily find a place among the reasons to reconsider. Once trust is shattered, it becomes a daunting journey to mend the bond that once flourished. Without a doubt. Once trust fades, the story comes to an end. In the depths of your heart, a lingering doubt remains, casting shadows over the possibility of trust in another's embrace. When someone shatters the bond of trust, it doesn't matter if it's a close friend, a partner, a family member, or even a beloved cousin. The heart feels the weight of broken trust, no matter the connection. Once someone shatters your trust, mending that bond becomes a daunting journey. I'm at a loss for how you might reclaim what was once yours. When you shatter my trust, the story comes to an end. My heart aches with the thought that trust has slipped through our fingers like sand, leaving behind a void that feels impossible to fill. Not a chance. Someone whispered, consider seeking advice to heal and move forward. In the shadows of trust, a heart aches, burdened by the weight of secrets held for far too long. Had her friends not whispered the truth, you might have remained blissfully unaware, while she continued her secretive dance of broken trust. It seems that she possesses a remarkable talent for weaving tales and concealing her broken trusts from your gaze. Consider that for a moment. Indeed. It was whispered that she might have carried this secret in her heart forever, hidden away like a precious treasure, if not for the courage of those other women who dared to share their stories. It seems that the possibility of rebuilding that trust is slipping away like a fleeting dream. Do not let your mind wander to the shadows of doubt, for she holds her secrets close. She will not reveal her truths unless the light of evidence shines upon them, as has been her way. Turn your gaze towards the path that lies ahead, and shield your heart with care. In a moment of vulnerability, a friend leaned in and whispered, my dear, it's time to let go and seek you're free to find companionship once again. Her heart wanders, and the shadows of doubt linger once more. One day, you will discover a woman who captures your heart, but first, you must take that brave step into the world beyond. One whispered, with a hint of concern, if she could weave a tale so intricate, hiding her broken trust for so long, what other truths might remain shrouded in mystery? Without a doubt. Without a doubt. Let's embark on a journey to discover the latest chapter. He carries news that could change everything. Here's the latest chapter. Update on my beloved's broken trust during her bachelorette celebration. My heart aches, and I find myself lost in a whirlwind of emotions. Our hearts danced across the screen for about an hour. With tears streaming down her face, she poured her heart out, insisting it was a fleeting moment, urging me to return home so we could unravel the complexities of our love. With a heavy heart, I turned down her offer, asking her to step away for a moment. I needed space to gather my swirling thoughts and discover the path I truly desired to take next. In that moment, she nodded, her heart whispering a soft affirmation. It wasn't as if she had a choice in the matter. The home became mine after my father departed this world. In the depths of my heart, I found myself yearning to understand her choices, questioning why she chose to conceal this from me. With tears in her eyes, she confesses once more, her voice trembling as she admits it was a foolish error. And so it begins. There lingers that fateful moment, a choice made under pressure, and since then, their paths have never crossed again. Oh, did those dear companions gently nudge her towards that decision? Darling, just embrace it. Oh, darling, just take my hand. In a moment that felt like magic, you realize you'll never encounter anything quite like that again. With a trembling heart, she laid bare her soul, entrusting me with her secrets, pleading for me to stay and navigate the storm together. In the silence that hung between us, she poured out her heart, revealing the reason for her hesitation. She feared that a moment of weakness, a drunken slip, could unravel the beautiful tapestry of our lives together. Oh my heart. After a lingering moment of uncertainty, she softly confesses that I am free to share my nights with whomever my heart desires. Every woman. And in that moment, I gently closed the door, whispering that I needed some time to breathe. As the evening unfolds, she prepares to step out of the house, and soon I will find myself in the company of my brother, sharing the weight of what has transpired. In the quiet moments of contemplation, I find myself wandering through the possibilities, uncertain yet hopeful. I realize that this journey is one that deserves patience, a gentle unfolding rather than a hurried choice. Tomorrow, I will sit down with my lawyer, a moment that feels like a turning point, as I prepare to protect my share of our mutual assets, just to ensure my heart is safe. Indeed, time is of the essence before she sweeps it all away. Shall we dive into the whispers of admiration and thoughts shared on this one? Whispers of a secret encounter danced through the air, a fleeting moment of poor judgment during a night meant for celebration. Yet, as she stood before her beloved, reciting vows with unwavering sincerity, the shadows of that night lingered, a bittersweet reminder of choices made under the stars. Oh my dear friend. It had always been a struggle, but when you framed it like that, it felt like the final blow to our hopes. Did someone else express it in that manner? Oh darling, it seems you must take flight. Once broken trust has woven its thread, the delicate fabric of trust may never be mended. No way. That's the most heart-wrenching part of this entire tale. How could she possibly take that impulsive decision? Indeed, she had crossed a boundary just the night before. The next morning, with tears glistening in her eyes, she promises to honor you, to remain faithful, whispering sweet vows until the end of time. Oh, darling. Once trust is shattered, it feels as though the heart has been irrevocably wounded, leaving little hope for mending the bond that once flourished. And a voice whispers, there is, but patience is required. Oh, darling, who has the time for such trivialities? It unfolded in the lives of my parents, truly. In a moment that was meant to be filled with love and joy, a shadow fell over their new beginning as trust was broken during what should have been the most romantic of times. Oh my heart. In moments of clouded judgment, he transformed into someone unrecognizable, a shadow of his true self. 2 years later, the truth came to light, and since then, they have been navigating the complexities of their relationship together in marriage counseling. After a year of longing and anticipation, they finally found solace in each other's embrace, sharing the same bed. Now, 5 years later, they have returned to the sweet familiarity of their past. They would have been lost without the light we brought into their lives. In the beginning, they chose to stay together, driven by a desire to nurture a loving family. Their approach to this delicate situation felt remarkably graceful to me. In a beautiful twist of fate, my dad has embraced a new chapter, celebrating 5 years of sobriety. Amidst the trials and tribulations, a glimmer of hope emerged from this journey. Oh, how enchanting! In a twist of fate, one couldn't help but ponder the bittersweet irony of the situation. Imagine her, radiant and hopeful, stepping towards a future with one man, while remnants of another's memory lingered, a secret echo of a night that was both beautiful and complicated. That emotions can linger, remaining close to the departed for a while longer. In my heart, I found it impossible to move past this. Not at all. And I understand that there are moments when people celebrate their last days of singlehood just 2 weeks before the big day. Oh, the twists of fate that brought you two together, despite the shadows of the past. It's a tale that leaves one pondering the depths of love and the choices we make. That's truly unfortunate. This merely implies that her remorse stems from the fear of being discovered and the repercussions that follow. Without a doubt. It seems to be a familiar tale. She held her silence close, a secret wrapped in the depths of her heart. Silence lingered in the air. Until she unintentionally upset her friend, and in that moment, she realized, oh, yes, okay. I'm about to share with your husband the secret of what transpired between us. It unfolds for far too many souls. At bachelorette parties, choices can become clouded. They attempt to sway the bride-to-be into a whirlwind of risky decisions. It feels as though, for a fleeting evening, they forget the essence of their beloved, losing sight of the soul behind the promise of forever. That's what would capture my heart as well. Though broken trust leaves a lasting ache, it is a reminder that even the most passionate hearts can falter in their choices. To deny that there are moments when you might find yourself in the same embrace is simply an act of pride. In a twist of fate, I found myself grappling with the possibility of forgiveness for a broken trust, only to be met with the heart-wrenching sight of her exchanging vows the very next day. That elevates deception to an entirely new realm. It feels like a moment that changes everything, a point of no return. In a moment of reckless abandon, just before the vows were to be exchanged, a fleeting encounter unfolded, fueled by the intoxicating allure of the night. What deepens the ache is the thought that she might have lost herself in another moment, even as she whispered those promises, her carelessness casting shadows over the sacred moment. Well, she whispered that she was lost in a moment of clouded judgment. She found herself irresistibly drawn in. I'm convinced that if he had the chance, he might have crossed the line without second thoughts. I have a strong feeling about this. And let's be real, do women truly inspire men to take that step? Not at all. Not at all. It's a familiar tale. It feels like a bittersweet moment, a final opportunity before they step into a new chapter together, even though the essence of their bond remains unchanged, merely adorned with the obligations tied to shared responsibilities, doesn't it? The tears often flow, not just from the sting of being discovered, but also from the tumultuous waves of emotional turmoil that follows such vulnerability. In moments of vulnerability, hearts often swell with frustration and anger when our emotional safety feels distant. In every other way, without a doubt. As we turn the page, dear friends, I invite you to share your thoughts on this in the comments below. Wildly enchanting. Utterly absurd. She took that leap, and in a twist of fate, she ended up marrying him, only for him to uncover the truth 2 years down the line. Dash forward, my friend. Move forward with courage. I would love to hear your thoughts on this, so share your feelings in the comments. Until we meet again, take care, my friends.